How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Park Mo channel. My name's Parker. If this is your first time here, I encourage you to subscribe if you like skateboarding content. Whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or even an advanced skateboarder, I think that my channel has enough content to keep you entertained, whether it be the trick tips, the random road trips, street skating, the funny antics, and every now and then a decently cool trick. Today, what I want to do with you guys is tell you what I think the #1 obstacle for beginners should be and why. Before any of that, we need to warm up ourselves. The warm-up's working. I'm warm. Very warm. Warm up, done. I hear you barking, big dog. You're like, come on, what's the best obstacle for a beginner? I'll tell you, a bank. Some of you may be wondering, if I'm a beginner and I can't do all that much on flat ground, why would I go to a bank? What tricks could I even try? I want to go ahead and show you guys a handful of tricks that you can try. Whether you can do these tricks on flat ground or not, I highly, highly encourage you to at least try a few on a bank if you have one at your local skate park. If not, maybe find one in the streets. Parking garages often have sloped areas that you can skate on. Watch out for cars. I'm gonna go ahead and show you a few right now that I think you guys should try. You might have luck. First trick, by far the easiest, would be a frontside 180. Frontside 180, whether you can do it on flat ground or not. On a bank, it's much easier. Why is that? Because you get to do the frontside 180 and roll away regular, which is much easier when you're a beginner skateboarder. Cops are wild out here. When that trick starts to feel more comfortable, you can really try to pop it a little more. When you're able to pop it pretty easy, you can try to gap for a distance. Treat it a lot like you're skating a mini ramp. Next trick after the 180 would be a basic ollie. Why would you not do an ollie first? Well, landing and rolling away fakie can be a little tricky at first, especially for beginner skateboarders. So I would recommend do the 180 first, then try the ollie, and after the ollie, we're gonna try pop shove it. And if you don't think you're quite ready to pop that trick yet, you're more than welcome to do a little shove it. Just like you learned on flat ground, you're gonna do a scissor kick and jump forward. Ever so slightly. When that's comfortable, you can begin to pop it. Trick number 4, one of my favorites to do on a bank, is going to be a shove it pivot or a big spin, whatever you want to call it. This trick, all you're gonna do is a shove it while turning backside. It's honestly no more than that. When this one becomes easy, you can try to pop it. You're gonna find that popping this trick really mutes the rotation, so you gotta anticipate it. What's so special about a bank that would make it the perfect obstacle for a beginner to practice on? I'll tell ya. It's really just a half step more advanced than flat ground. Another great aspect of skating a bank is that you're required to approach it with a little bit of speed. And for a lot of us starting out, speed is the enemy. A lot of us learn tricks going at a snail's pace, sometimes completely stationary. And I'm not dogging on that, I skate pretty slow myself. But the nice thing about a bank is that you have to go with speed. You're gonna have to get over that little bit of fear. And the nice thing about the bank when you're approaching it, obviously as you get towards the top of the bank, your speed's dropping significantly. And by the time you're actually popping your trick, whatever it might be, you're moving hardly at all. In some cases, you're completely stationary before you pop. And when you land, it simulates as if you were going with speed. You land and then you're moving again. This is a great way to trick your body into thinking that you're skating faster than you are. Because when you do the trick, you're going slow, but when you land, you're gonna be picking up speed decently quick. And the more speed you can land with, the better that you landed. So the goal with skating a bank is to keep your speed both on the way up and on the way down. When you can really master that, any trick that you do on the bank, whether you're landing to fakie, to regular, going nollie and landing fakie, or going nollie and landing back to switch, it's gonna really help you master whatever tricks that you wanna try on the bank. Another thing that I really enjoy about banks is doing 180s and 360s becomes significantly easier. The nice thing about doing a 180 on a bank is you don't have to land fakie or switch. You're gonna be landing back regular, whether it's backside flip, backside big spin, nollie 180, switch 360, etc. You're gonna be landing and rolling away regular, which for a lot of us is much, much more comfortable. One aspect of skating banks as well that I really enjoy is skating into and out of banks. That's actually how I broke my wrist the last time, was trying to do a fakie frontside flip out of this bank, coming off our big vert wall fakie. Tried to do it, but I hit a rock down at the flat bottom and fell backwards, twisting myself, put my wrist down in just such a way, broke that puppy. It was great. But it's really fun going in and out of the bank. One thing I really enjoy about skating out of the bank is that it gives you that little bit more hang time that you might need based on what trick you're doing. For some people, 360 tricks, whether it be nollie, fakie, regular, switch, doing them out of a bank is a little bit easier because you have that just extra fraction of a second of hang time to really get that trick around. A lot of the times 360s done on flat ground involve a little bit of a pivot or a skirt, but coming out of the bank, it gives you just a little extra hang time so you don't have to rely on that skirt quite as much, and you can work on landing 4 wheels flat on the ground like you see done down big stairs. One aspect of skating out the bank that I really enjoy as well is learning to catch your tricks. If you're someone like me who's been working consistently on popping and catching tricks a little more proper, then a bank could be exactly what you need. That little bit extra hang time, the feeling of the board connecting with your front foot, so nice. And it's really amplified skating out of a bank. All right, you guys. I sincerely hope today's video could open up some possible new beginnings for your skateboarding. I hope that you yourself are motivated to find a bank near you, whether it's at your skate park, a local spot, a parking garage, your driveway, whatever it is. I encourage you guys, get out there, try to skate a bank. It's honestly super fun, super rewarding, low impact. Not gonna say there's no chance at all that you're gonna fall, because you might, but that's part of it. In skateboarding, we fall, we get right back up. You don't sit there and linger on it and think, oh man, if I fall again, that's really gonna hurt. No, doesn't matter, we move on. The Lord places obstacles in front of us to see us overcome them, not to be overburdened. I wanna thank you guys so much for watching today. God bless, here's your verse.
Hebrews 13:15. Through Jesus, therefore, let us continually offer to God a sacrifice of praise, the fruit of lips that openly profess his name. And do not forget to do good and to share with others, for with such sacrifices God is pleased. I know in times like these, it can be difficult to share the gospel, speak how you feel, and speak the truth. People often look down on us, but we need to stand firm and set a good example and show that God's love and our faith in Jesus Christ is unwavering.
Peace out. I'll see you in the next one.